Hi, Zico. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate
Hel-
it.
Hello,
Um,
Jamie. It's good to be back.
yeah,
Hello, everyone in the comments. So yeah, a fun day, a fun night for boxing.
definitely.
Fun night. All right.
And yeah, it wasn't obviously ended in a knockout, as we know, but
Yeah.
was it like the second round? That's where when Ryan
Oh
Garcia
yeah,
was
yeah.
pushing,
That I
and then
feel
he'll
like everything after that knockdown was pretty much just tank. Yeah,
yeah,
Ryan after he got knocked down, Ryan lost the confidence, and I don't
yeah,
think he was really just the same. And Tank, you know, pretty much was outclassing Ryan.
yeah. No, I have to agree. I think obviously first round, I kind of expected it to be like that. They
Yes,
were just
yeah,
going to kind of
slow.
check each other out,
Yeah, yeah,
kind of establish the jab,
yeah,
and yeah, the second round, obviously for
yeah.
whatever reason, Ryan felt
It,
he could walk him down, and he
yeah,
got greedy, didn't he?
yeah.
And
It's his bad habits.
yeah,
they're catching up to him because when every time when Ryan commits the punches, chin up wide, hands down low,
yeah,
and Gervonta was able to just read it. I honestly thought um like if Ryan wasn't going that wild, I think Gervonta still would have kept it slow. But since Ryan kept coming at him, Gervonta saw the perfect opportunity and just threw
yeah.
that punch, which knocked
I
him
know.
down.
I think I took a screenshot of the. Well, I couldn't actually take screenshots because the zone like stop you from
Oh
doing it.
yeah, yeah,
So, but I took some
yeah,
pictures on my phone. Let me just share the because it was a left hook, I believe. He threw this wide looping left hook
yes, very
and
wide.
just opened him
And
up
he's
for
and he
that.
was like going forward and everything, and
Yeah, let me just see if I can get this up quickly. Uh, because yeah, it was like I said, he just got a bit greedy, didn't he?
yeah,
And
yeah.
that was a big part of the issue. Uh, so yeah, this was it here. So
Ah, yeah. Tank read it.
you can
Oh,
just
that's
like obviously Tank
yeah,
dipped to his left slightly,
yeah.
and yeah, you can just see
So open.
so open
It looks
there.
like he's even
And
smiling. Perfect,
well,
perfect
looks
smile.
like it also looks like Tank is looking at the floor as well. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it was.
yeah. I mean, they trained
I don't know,
well
man.
also for the hook. I mean,
Yeah,
they were well prepared, but yeah, it Ryan's offense is just so it's a bit too wild and reckless, and even his footwork when he's going forward, he tends to get off balance at times. So, maybe usually this shot he can pull it off with other guys, but with
uh,
someone like Tank who's levels above anyone he's ever fought,
yeah,
it's a different story.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and after that, you could kind of tell, kind of like rounds. The next three rounds, pretty much, I felt
Yeah,
you could tell he was just a bit nervous after
yeah, it
that,
was never the
getting
same
committed.
after that.
Yeah, and I felt that you did do a good job in landing the right hand actually at
Yes,
times,
yes, yes.
Ryan. Um, but like I said, I think Tank just felt, you know, you just looked pretty comfortable the whole time. There's a couple of
Yeah,
times you felt, you know, maybe he looked a little bit uncomfortable when they
yeah,
were on the inside with Tank,
yeah,
but overall, yeah, it
yeah.
just
Just yeah. Like if I compare this to Tank's other fights, this is actually one of his easier matchups. Just
yeah,
like it really shows you the levels that there are to boxing,
uh,
and tonight Gervonta was just a level above
yeah,
Ryan. But
uh,
also gotta give credit to Ryan for pushing for this fight to happen.
definitely, yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
agree. I
everyone's
think,
afraid that everyone's afraid of Tank, but Ryan actually got out there and made it happen. So
yeah,
props to him also.
yeah.
But yeah,
And what did you think about the knockout itself? I've got another wee screenshot here.
yeah.
Just so just
Honestly,
right in the button with the
yeah,
liver shot. just
Perfectly timed.
perfect,
Perfectly
perfect. Yeah,
timed. Like he threw it as Ryan was also throwing his own punch. So I
yeah.
think the reason
Left
why
hook
this was
again,
oh yeah again I think the reason why this was so
or the
effective
right, or
is
is it the right he's
uh,
throwing there?
uh,
Was it the right? I can't remember, but
uh, Gervonta threw a, a left straight to the body.
yeah, left.
Like he threw it like that. Not
Yeah,
really a straight, but it's like
uh,
it was from an angle, like an uppercut. More like
uh,
a stabbing type of uppercut, I think.
it was
But
a little bit like
it happened so
ironically.
quick.
Do you remember the Bernard Hopkins knockout of De La Hoya? It was kind of like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think they were obviously they're more tied up in the inside, but
yeah,
yeah, it reminded
yeah,
me a little bit of the Hopkins De La Hoya knockout.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it was just
yeah.
perfectly placed
Perfectly
as you can
placed.
see. Yeah,
And then he hit Ryan as Ryan was also punching. So like
uh,
as Ryan was exhaling, his
yeah,
punch landed, so it hurts
yeah,
even more. Like when I first saw it, I was like, really? That hit him? And then I saw the
uh-huh,
replay, and then oh, okay, makes sense because it happened
yeah,
so quick. Like I wasn't even sure what happened when Ryan fell. I was like, what?
yeah.
What just happened? And then you saw the replay. Yeah, this the bit of the issue with Ryan when he commits. Like he's not really defending himself anymore.
Yeah. And the other thing as well was, I guess, like, could he have got back up? Like, I
I
sympathize
feel
with him because
like
I've had like some really bad
yeah,
body shots in the past
yeah,
where I
yeah.
haven't been
They're
able to get up,
paralyzing.
and
They're
it's like, what?
paralyzing.
I don't know.
It's,
I sympathize why I didn't
well,
get up, but I
he,
don't know.
well, he got up immediately after the 10 count, but I think Ryan could get up, but even if he did get up, he wouldn't have been able to continue. Like
Yeah,
if he did get up before the 10 count, he'd probably take a few steps forward, then the pain would come again,
yeah,
and might just take unnecessary damage. So
yeah.
yeah,
And
body
Tank would,
shots. Yeah,
yeah, Tank would have been on the hunt anyway at that point
yeah,
to
yeah.
get him
It
out
would
of
have been
there.
worse. Tank would
Yeah,
have really started throwing power shots
yeah,
and maybe even not hit Ryan on the head and knock him out.
yeah.
But yeah, Tank
I
is just
know.
so crafty. His power punch placement is so good. This is the thing about Ryan. Ryan has
Mhm.
that one big weapon, the left hook.
Yeah,
Well, Tank, let's say even if Ryan's left hook is better than Tank, um, Tank has every other weapon, and his movement and defense is also better.
mhm.
So yeah,
And what do you think? Obviously, like we've been talking a bit about Ryan Zico. I
yeah,
feel like with Tank's performance, like we were kind of saying, he never really got going. If you know what I mean, he didn't really have
yeah.
to.
it, it it was kind
He
of
didn't have to do
relaxed
a lot of
throughout
work.
the.
Yeah.
He didn't have to step on the gas pedal.
Hmm.
It's pretty relaxed the whole fight, just timing everything right.
Yeah.
And uh, honestly, it looked almost like a bit of a mismatch.
Yeah. No, it really did.
Uh, like as the rounds were going after in the first round, slow start, but after the second round when the knockdown happened, it was really pretty much one sided. I mean, Ryan
Yeah.
had a few moments, but
Yeah.
they weren't nothing too big.
Like even if you compare it to the Rolly fight, I felt Rolly did a better job
Oh
actually.
yeah,
Like he did a
Rolly
much better job.
Rolly pushed Tank even more. So
Yeah. And Tank looked a lot more like, as much as, once again, Tank was pretty relaxed in that fight as well. But um yeah,
yeah,
he just felt like tonight yeah,
just
he was
levels
super
ahead.
relaxed, wasn't he?
I mean,
Like,
I guess this just goes to show that even if you have having the most followings doesn't mean you're the best.
oh
You
yeah,
know, Riot. The reason why this fight was pretty big was that Ryan, well, both these guys they had very big followings, but followers don't fight for you. So just
exactly, yeah.
just a level ahead, and
Yeah.
but yeah,
I,
a
and I
level ahead.
guess, like, would you say, like, is Tank now the face of boxing? Because that was the whole debate
Ooh,
before the
the
fight.
phase of box.
Now,
Well, definitely for me, it's Tank and Canelo are up there. But huh?
He's beaten, like, I guess in terms of like
but
social media, the
yeah,
biggest guy in boxing who has like the most
yeah,
followers or whatever. I know it
yeah,
doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things, but it's a big win for Tank
yeah.
regardless.
It
It's a
is.
huge
It is.
name, another
It is.
huge name
Yeah.
on the CV, and it's like I'm now comparing him to this upcoming fight with Devin Haney and Lomachenko.
Oh, I'm excited for that
I'm
one.
now thinking like
Very excited for
it'll
that
be
one.
interested to see how those two perform.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
think that will be a lot more competitive than this was tonight.
definitely, definitely. I think that's the real big fight in terms of pure skill. Devin Haney and Loma may not they may not have the biggest names compared to Ryan and Gervonta, but
Yeah,
the skills they have, and I definitely think it's gonna be much more competitive than this one.
yeah.
But in terms of being the face of boxing, I don't know. It's hard. I feel like if you were an American, that you'd probably say definitely. But if you're Mexican, you'd say
It's
Canelo.
still Canelo. Yeah.
Canelo's the face of Mexican boxing.
Uh,
I don't know, but Gervonta is definitely up there.
yeah.
But yeah,
I know.
maybe if Gervonta beats Loma or Devin, then maybe he
Mhm.
will be the face of boxing. But
What about Shakur? Do you think he?
oh, Shakur, that'd
I
be a
mean,
good
that's
fight.
people always forget about him, and
The-
I think
Dude's a sniper.
yeah.
Skills are
But
crazy good.
does he have the power? If Tank was to connect on Shakur, that's the question
Eh,
as well.
The thing about I don't think Shakur, but the thing about Shakur is that he never really relies too much on his power. So I feel like his power is just good enough to hurt
Hmm.
Tank, but yeah, like it'll definitely his punches will still definitely hurt Tank. What's really gonna be a problem with facing a guy like Shakur? It's not really the power. It's more so like his IQ. You know,
Yeah,
when you're hitting a guy that clean so many times, you don't need that much power behind your shots anymore, because you're
yeah.
outclassing them in everything. But yeah,
Uh,
Shakur versus Tank, I think would be
who,
a lot more competitive if
see,
I if I'm
like
being honest.
I do think Tank is kind of a pick and fight as well.
Hmm.
But I just feel like the Tank, I mean, the power Tank possesses.
It's crazy.
I think he could, easily be like Lomachenko, Devin Haney, or
Oh,
Shakur.
oh,
However,
okay.
saying that, Tank, like as we saw tonight, he can be very passive at times.
Yeah,
Um, and he kind of relies on his power maybe a bit too much.
yeah,
And I think one of those guys could potentially, have caused him problems just by using their boxing skills a bit more. Tank,
yeah,
and to give credit to Tank, he does have obviously very
yeah,
good boxing IQ and skills too. But
yeah. The power.
against one of those guys, would he get quite frustrated? Especially, Devin Haney's jab or
Yeah,
Lomachenko's angles,
yeah, yeah,
especially if Tanks, kind of does sit there at times.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
so,
it's hard to tell because I've never really seen Tank fight someone with that kind of IQ,
mhm,
that kind of fight IQ. So it'll definitely be close. But if it does happen, personally, me, I'd still be leaning
yeah,
towards more of Shakur and Loma if they do fight.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
Is that
would.
what you're thinking?
Oh, we're gonna bet. Let's bet.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
bet,
going
man.
for if they do fight. I'm leaning towards Shakur. I think Tank has IQ, but when I see Shakur fight, it's so mesmerizing. Like
Yeah,
it's so like he's making these guys look so easy
yeah.
as compared to Tank. I've seen Tank have get hit and have problems before with guys who aren't even who don't possess that kind of IQ. Like
Uh,
with Rolly push Tank a bit. Even Isaac Cruz push Tank a bit. So seeing him up against a really smart and crafty fighter like Shakur or Loma,
yeah.
be a
No,
good
I'd
fight.
like to
Be
see
a good
that.
fight.
I'd like to see that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think an event like tonight will help him potentially getting
Yes,
that one of those
yes.
fights, which is good. but I guess we just need to see,
Yeah.
what he
Yeah.
does next.
All right,
But
guys, put your bets. Put your bets. Me and Jamie are gonna bet.
we'll
But
see, man.
but yeah, it
Um,
would be really
I,
good.
and these are just some of the stats from tonight. And as you can kind of see, obviously Ryan threw a lot more than Davis.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
Davis was
they were
landing
yeah, Davis was
more.
landing, but it was quite even in terms of output. But as you can see, it was kind of the body that was the main difference, and that was the
Yeah.
shot that kind of got him. And he did do a good job in terms of landing that left straight to the body just throughout the fight. And I quite liked how Tank was, feinting as well, more as the fight went on, and that kind of
Yeah.
helped him set up some shots to the body too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, yeah, it was. I think some people it was never going to be a Hagler Hearns, as some people were kind of.
Yeah.
I saw some people
Yeah.
kind of saying, but
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
always going to be a bit cagey
Yeah.
from both guys because they both did have power,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think that the kind of just looking at the stats, I know they don't tell the whole story, but yeah, it sums it up a little bit too at the same time. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have any thoughts on
I
that, Zico.
yeah, I mean, I pretty much had Tank winning, but I was just telling myself it'd be pretty crazy
Yeah.
if Ryan lands the left hook and knocks him out. But but yeah, yeah, thanks skills and punch placement. And I think another mistake Ryan started to make was that he kind of just started focusing on one shots. Like he just threw one,
Yeah,
another
he
one,
wasn't.
and
One of
then
the things that he wasn't
just
doubling
one
up his
shots at
jab,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I think he was looking too much for that perfect clean punch, landing the clean left hook. I think that was his plan throughout the whole night, just to land the big
yeah,
punch. I would have liked to see him maybe throw more combinations, even
yeah,
if the shots aren't clean, even if they're landing on the guard. As long
yeah,
as you're throwing
exactly.
a
Yeah,
lot, they'll eventually break it down.
yeah.
But yeah, Ryan focused too much on one shots, and Tank kind of noticed that, and yeah,
hmm
pretty much capitalized on it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed like the other thing as well. I felt just like the foot positioning, obviously orthodox versus southpaw.
Oh yeah,
I just
yeah,
felt like it was pretty easy for Tank as well. I think
yeah,
Ryan was like stepping in as he usually does
yeah.
into the center line um,
Should have
against the
stepped on the
southpaw.
toes.
Yeah,
Should
whereas
have
yeah, because at one
step on
point
it real quick.
I was just
Make the
looking
ref
at
not
Tank.
see it.
I was just looking at Tank's feet, and like it was just easy for him. And no wonder he was able to set up the left hand at times.
Yeah.
But uh, you know, I guess the other question I was going to ask you, Zico, was what does Ryan do now from here? Obviously, that will help in terms of exposure, a big fight, but. He didn't perform well, did he, at the end of the day?
Yeah.
So it's like, what does he do next? What do you think?
Well, I don't see him. I don't see Ryan beating someone like Shakur or Dave
No
or
way.
Devin or Lama.
Uh,
You know what?
What about
Maybe a
Devin?
tune-up
Come on,
fight.
maybe
Maybe a
Devin.
tune.
Maybe Devin.
Maybe
I think he
Devin.
could maybe beat Devin.
With Devin, I don't. I don't know. I don't
No?
know if Ryan beats
Uh,
Devin, if I'm being honest, because I mean, I mean, Ryan has, of course, more power, but it's just Ryan he really just focus. He only has that one weapon,
the left
uh,
hook.
the left hook. I want to see
Yeah,
him be a bit more diverse with his
yeah,
weapons. But actually, maybe something, either a tune-up fight or something I'd actually like to see. I think this would be a fun fight.
okay.
Ryan versus Isaac Cruz. Make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
They both lost to Tank.
I like
They
that.
they both like to hit hard. It'd be a good fight. Ryan's a lot bigger,
Yeah.
but Isaac Cruz is like a tank also. He just keeps going forward,
Yeah.
like a pit bull actually. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
be a fun fight. I'd like to see that. I
Uh,
wouldn't mind seeing. I'd rather see Ryan fight Isaac Cruz than him having a tune-up fight with someone who never heard of. But yeah, if I'd pick,
well,
it'd be Isaac Cruz.
yeah.
And
I,
Isaac
I
Cruz is under Manny Pacquiao Promotions, so I gotta support
Oh, okay, fair enough,
Isaac
fair
Cruz.
enough. I didn't know you signed for him.
Filipinas. Oh yeah, Isaac Cruz. He's always hang out with like Filipinos in his house.
All right, okay, I
He's
didn't
like the
know that.
only Mexican guy there. I mean, no difference to be honest. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
Filipinos, Mexicans. We're Filipinos are basically Mexican Asians. If
yeah,
you think about same history. But
Did
yeah,
you
I
see? I
like to
saw
see that.
Pacquiao was there
Oh
tonight
yeah,
as well.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think he was supporting Ryan.
yeah.
But yeah, but Ryan lost.
Imagine they were going to fight at one point. Remember, there was talk about that.
Oh,
Jeez.
that'd be pretty dope. It's an older Manny, so
Yeah,
I I don't know how that would have went, but that
yeah,
I think Manny didn't want because he said Ryan's like the age of his son, so
yeah,
I think it felt weird for him to fight someone that young.
yeah. It would
But
have
yeah,
been
you
weird.
know what should have happened? Manny should have went in there with Floyd, because wasn't
Yeah,
Floyd there also? That would have been
yeah. He
funny
was. Yeah. Well, he
if
was
they
in the ring
fight
with.
if they fight right after.
Uh,
If they fight right after. But yeah.
I saw there as well. They were giving Oscar De La Hoya. They were like shouting at him after. It's like
They should have all went in the ring. They should have just all fought.
they're like, what? Yeah, they were saying like, "What were you saying, Oscar? What were you saying?" or something like that. But yeah, I think Oscar De La Hoya. You can just tell he'll be annoyed after that. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like I guess we just need to wait and see with Ryan and see what he does.
yeah,
But I think
yeah.
I think he's he needs some more experience under his
He
belt.
does.
I think,
He does.
and I imagine he'll take some tune-up fights before he steps
Yeah.
in with like a Devin Haney or Shakur. I think that's later
Even
down the line.
Isaac. Even
Even
Isaac.
Isaac, yeah, I think
He probably need tune-up fights.
he needs to build up his
Yeah, he
confidence
needs
again.
to. Yeah, and yeah, diversify his weapons. Not just the left hook anymore. His
Yeah,
footwork and head movement. But yeah,
yeah.
just
And what like I know we kind of touched it, but what about Tank? Who would you like to see him fight next? Do you think he'll
well.
stay? Do you think he'll stay at 135, or do you think he might move up? I don't. What do you think?
I'd rather see him at the 135 because guys like Shakur and they're 135, right? I got a bit confused,
Yeah,
but like guys like Shakur, Loma, and Haney are there, so I'd like to see him stay at 135. But Tank likes to eat a lot, so I saw his documentary. He's buying
yeah,
stuff from the convenience store like candies,
yeah,
but yeah, I like to see him at 135 personally. But
yeah.
I think right now I'd like to see him fight whoever the winner is of Loma versus Haney. I think that
Yeah,
would be good. If that doesn't happen, then I'd like to see him fight Shakur.
yeah,
So either the winner of Loma versus Haney or Shakur. I think those are the next two options he can take. And I don't think Tank at this point in his career, I don't think he needs any more tune-ups. He's pretty
yeah.
confident now in his abilities. This is I think big fights. I want to, or even Teofimo. If if
Oh
they
yeah,
want
that's a
if
good
they
fight.
want to
Yeah,
do it, Tank and Teofimo, I'd like to see. I
yeah.
like or Sandor Martin. Yeah, Sandor Martin for me very underrated. Not the most
I don't
not,
see.
but they're a bit bigger.
Yeah, in terms of like with Sander Martin, I know you were saying, but I think that would be a
It
boring
would
fight, wouldn't
it would
it?
be a boring
Be
fight.
a technical fight, but
It'd be technical, but yeah, nobody underrated skill wise, but
yeah,
not exciting. I
uh,
mean, if that could happen, but yeah. So I think a bigger possibility is Teofimo. I think that'd be fun because they're
yeah,
both big hitters. But Teo's 140, right?
yeah. He's moved up to
140.
140. He's
What?
about to fight Josh Taylor as well.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
heard about that.
so
That's 140. Not
yeah, 140.
145.
Yeah,
140.
140.
Okay. So many
So
weight classes. So
I know it's hard to keep track
so
sometimes.
like it's easier in MMA, but yeah. Yeah. Honestly, either Teofimo, Shakur, or
Devin
the
Lomachenko,
winner,
one
Devin
of the big
Loma.
guys. Anyway,
Maybe
yeah, I
Josh
agree.
Taylor. Yeah, just big names, big names.
Yeah, no, I'd like to see that too. I
But yeah,
think ideally, I would quite like to see the winner of Haney and Lomachenko
yeah. That's the biggest
and
one
Tank.
I'd like to see.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the one. And also because Loma is getting starting to get old, I want to see Loma in a few more big fights um before he retires. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, Loma would definitely be the number one.
Uh-huh. And guys, sorry, we'll get to questions in the chat very soon. I guess we'll just kind of finish off just our thoughts on Ryan and Tank, and yeah, we'll get to your questions. So if you have anything on the fight itself or what both guys should do next, we'll try and answer some of them after that. So I don't know, Zico, have you got any final thoughts just before we answer some questions from the fight, or
Final
disappointing?
thoughts.
Were you disappointed?
Quite anti. I wouldn't say disappointed because I was pretty much expecting Tank to win.
Yeah,
Um, it was just a bit anticlimactic how it ended. Just a punch
yeah,
you didn't see coming.
yeah,
It would have been nice to see a tougher fight, a tougher fight, but yeah,
uh,
pretty one sided. The reliance on the left hook is something Ryan needs to work on because guys, at this point in your career, um, you can't be a one trick pony anymore. You need to be
yeah.
good in all aspects. So yeah.
And yeah, I think you're right. I think that's clear. I think Ryan needs to really, you know, upgrade his game, doesn't he? He needs a lot more versatility.
Yeah.
Single shots. Yeah, he's got power,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think tonight,
Combinations. Yeah. No more too
no
much
more.
reliance on the
Yeah,
single shots.
and against guys like Tank, who have more experience, more skill, like it, you need to have a bit more. And I guess in terms of Tank, and you know, maybe not be as passive, but at the same
Yeah.
time, he's got the power, and he knocked him down obviously in that second round, and then um, got him with the perfect body shot. So you got to give him credit, and yeah, good win for him. What, maybe he wasn't the best tonight, but I
Yeah.
think overall he can be pretty happy.
Yeah.
And hopefully he gets a fight with Loma
Yeah.
or Devin
Yeah.
next.
They're both very happy. They earned millions.
Yeah,
Millions.
I know that. I know they made a lot of money off that, man. Oh god. All right, okay. So we'll get through some questions now. If you guys have just joined, put it in the chat. We'll try to get through. And yeah, so McDundee 81, Garcia flopped, got outboxed, and Tank was never going to lose that one. Well, yeah, I think the majority felt that.
Yeah.
Um,
Same.
Prince,
Nice.
man,
Oh, yeah.
$800.
Congrats, pare.
Good man.
This is the Pinoy, right? Oh,
Yeah,
congrats,
he's
pare.
the Fino guy. Yeah. I'm happy for you,
Uh,
man.
can I
I'm
have some?
assuming. I'm
Let's go.
assuming you must have bet the right round for the knockout. I imagine. Who else we got? Lacking Waffles. Where was the feints of Garcia to draw and confused? Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
really. He was just throwing
I
off the
saw.
high guard, wasn't he? He was doing a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
but he was kind of
In
changing the
his
guard.
in his fight with
But
Javier
wasn't really.
Fortuna, I saw him utilize feints a bit more than this time around. Honestly, I don't think he was thinking as straight anymore after he got knocked down. I don't think he was quite nervous on what to do now. So things he'd probably do more in the past weren't in his mind
Yeah,
after the knockdown
yeah, yeah.
because he knew like Tank is such a big power puncher.
Uh-huh. Uh Got Matthew, man. What's up, brother? A new Tank was going to humble Ryan. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And if you ask my opinion, Ryan took that me out to that body shot because he knew he was going to get knocked out. I'm assuming you
Yeah.
mean like he was gonna just after he took the
Oh, why
body
he
shot.
didn't continue?
Yeah. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah, same. He
Matt also
wouldn't
says
be
that
able to
clash from the
move
start to finish.
anymore.
Yeah.
He'll just get hurt
Uh,
even more.
Oh, this is interesting. It seems to me that Ryan's style is a lot like Amir Khan. And it seems that his chin has the same.
Yeah.
I think his chin still needs to really be tested. Obviously, he's been knocked down twice now. Campbell knocked him down, but Amir Khan moved a lot. Like, I feel like Garcia is more of a, you'll stand his ground, and
Yeah.
he's
Doesn't
more of
move
a
as much.
pressure fighter, whereas Amir Khan like to box on the outside a bit more. But in terms of the speed and kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but uh,
They're both a bit of glass cannons, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. Kelly's ranking tank didn't impress me.
Uh,
Yeah, like we
well,
said, it was quite.
Tank didn't really need to push on the gas pedal
Yeah,
much, so
exactly.
he didn't really need to showcase much. But yeah,
Lewis, I felt Ryan gave up. He could have continued.
yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
could
Like
sorry,
personally, I've like received that type of body
it's
shot before,
paralyzing. It's
and you
paralyzing.
can't get up.
Yeah,
And I kind of sympathize like why I didn't get up, but at the same
yeah.
time, yeah, there's always a
Very
chance
big
he could have.
moment.
I don't know. Maybe he
I
did give up. Only he will know.
I think he could have continued, but as I said a while ago, even if he did, he wouldn't be able to really move, and he might just fall again because
Uh,
that pain is still there. And most likely would have happened is he would have just been stuck on the corner, not moving, and then the ref would just stop it from Tank
yeah.
hurting him.
Uh,
So yeah,
Big Brother in life says he stopped himself from becoming a highlight reel. Well, yeah, that
hey, I
really.
mean, it's better for the long run, man. It's better for the long run. Uh,
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose
uh,
any more Instagram
uh,
followers, man. So
yeah.
yeah, like yeah, so
Can't
um,
destroy the pretty face.
exactly. Fitspringer, I actually thought he would get up. Tank took away the lead hand right away. Um,
Yeah. Um.
I don't think he gave up though. Yeah,
Yeah. Body shots very paralyzing.
yeah.
Just can't continue. Even if you're standing, you can't. You feel like you can't move. So there's
Mhm,
pretty
mhm,
much no point.
yeah. All right, Achilles. What are you saying, man? In my opinion, the best at 135, Shakur Lomachenko, Tank 3. All
I
right.
like that. Jermaine Ortiz. I think
Oh
he's really
yeah,
underrated.
yeah.
I think Jermaine did really good against Loma. And then
I think
people were
Frank
oh,
Martin
Frank
should be a bit
Martin,
higher.
the
I think he's
ghost.
better than yeah. He looks good.
Yeah,
I like Martin
yeah.
and
I think I'd put
Zepeda.
him above Jermaine.
Uh
But Jermaine's I think Jermaine will slowly get higher and higher.
yeah, he looked good in that Lomachenko fight. I have to admit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, no, I think I'd like to
yeah,
see him
yeah,
against another top guy.
yeah.
But Frank Martin, he's slick. He's just I
Really
like
good.
him. I think
He
you
he
know,
destroyed our Filipino boxer, our up and coming Filipino boxer. So from a hater, I'm now a fan.
there you go.
Sure.
But yeah, I guess
Yeah,
no good list there, Achilles.
yeah,
Fitzspringer, I was surprised he got
yeah.
up from the first knockdown fine. Uh, yeah, I see when he got knocked down, I was like, oh, that's it, it's over. But then
I was
he did get
scared.
back up.
I was scared. I was like, "Come on, Ryan, continue it. Just stay safe." But yeah, I
Definitely.
like that. That did hurt him though. It did hurt him. I don't think
All
he
right.
was fine. I think he was like when he got up, he was pretty dazed. He just trying to survive.
Uh, Mr. R, decent fight. Ryan looked good until the knockdown. He
The
did
second
when
round.
he was
The
the
second
second
round.
round. Yeah.
Everything
Well,
else though.
yeah. That's
Well,
he
first
he
round, everyone is just
yeah, it was first round they were just checking each other out, and then
yeah,
second round
yeah,
Ryan just went for it, and
yeah.
unfortunately
Oh,
for him,
big
he got
mistake.
caught.
Uh oh.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Um, and what else you saying, Mister R? Loma is my favorite. I'm not
no,
super confident he will
be
beat
super
Haney. I think it'll be
confident,
very
man.
close.
Loma, our boy got this. Gotta believe. We gotta believe. No, it won't be
Yeah,
close. I'm telling you right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Loma's gonna go to town on Devin Haney. I want Loma to win.
Uh,
But uh, I'm more confident. I'm actually a bit confident that Loma will get it done. Hopefully I'm right. But yeah, we'll
I
see. We'll
yeah,
see.
I feel like it's for me. It's the pressure Loma puts on you. I think
Yeah,
even against as much as like Jermaine Ortiz was able to like hold him back in his last fight,
yeah,
he's still
yeah,
he's still able to create something out of nothing.
yeah.
And I
Oh,
think
sorry. Go ahead.
could it be a bit like tonight where I think Devin Haney's obviously a lot more skilled than Ryan
Yeah,
Garcia in terms of like what he can offer, but yeah, I just think the experience of Loma, as we saw tonight with like Tank being a bit more experienced, could that play a factor in that fight? It'll be interesting to see.
yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
I think like when people were saying that Loma was not the same anymore against Jermaine Ortiz, I actually don't think that. I think it's just that Jermaine was a really game opponent, and he'd give even that version of Jermaine would give problems to a
yeah,
guy like Devin. So like, and then the fact that Loma was still able to win that fight, just shows how, as what Jamie said, he can make something out from nothing. So I think the pressure that Loma's gonna put on Devin is gonna be too much. Devin's never fought a guy who fights in the inside like that, and Loma knows how to deal with jabs. I mean, when he fought Nakatani, Nakatani's jab was so long, but Loma got on the
yeah,
inside, and Loma also he actually practices wrestling. So even in the clinch position, I
hmm
know Devin likes to clinch a lot, but Loma's done a lot of wrestling. He knows how to
yeah,
control the clinch, and I think he'll break him on the inside.
yeah. He's a lot more active there, so I suspect Devin will have. I think he'll try and challenge him on the inside. I think he'll give it
Yeah,
a go, but yeah,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
as the rounds go on and Loma
Loma,
starts putting up the
yeah,
pressure, yeah, it'll be
yeah.
interesting to
But
see
but
how he
Devin
kind of
is
handles it.
Devin's also a lot bigger, so that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
true. Very
yeah,
true.
that's also gonna be some issues.
Uh-huh. Uh, who else we got? Fitz. I can see Shakur
Yeah,
beating him for sure. He won't let Tank have his way easily. Yeah, like
yep.
I guess what you were saying, Zico. It's like Shakur is just
It's
a master
IQ.
boxer, isn't he? Yeah, the
Yeah,
IQ's
it's crazy. And Shakur
if
versus
not.
Loma would be really high IQ battle,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah,
But
damn
yeah,
right.
be a good fight. Like a bit polar opposite styles in a way.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. Shakur outclasses Devin easily. The only real fight to make is Shakur versus Tank. That's a real super
I'd like
fight.
to see that. I'd like to see that.
Like, I think it would be a bit like tonight. It'd be very slow, wouldn't it? And it
Which
would be a technical fight, wouldn't it? And Tank would be relying on
power?
get a power shot, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas Shakur would just be
I
looking
think
to
Shakur will
outbox the
land
guy.
more,
Yeah. Oh,
but
absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Tank doesn't need to land a lot to take you
Uh,
down.
and we've not seen Shakur's chin get tested yet. That's the other thing.
That's how good he is.
hmm
That's how smart he is.
But is that just
Right.
because the opponents he's faced? That's another question.
Well, Oscar Valdez,
Yeah,
pretty good, pretty good.
yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty
Pretty
good.
good. But I still wanna see Shakur with
He's not tanked though. He's
not
not
Tank,
tanked.
not Tank. That's probably the biggest name I could think that Shakur has fought so far.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
right now Shakur is at the still getting the fight, like still getting fights in that sort of stage in his career.
uh-huh.
He's not at this point where fighting the superstars, but still I think Shakur gets it done.
Yeah. Uh, Megalodon
Trash.
trash fight. Well, yeah, I think considering
Yeah.
how much it was in some places, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm happy I
Con-
didn't. I in the UK it was part of the zone
Yeah.
subscription, so yeah, I didn't need
Yeah.
to pay anything
It's
extra. I don't. What did you have to do,
$84.
Zico?
I went to my friend
Oh,
because
nice.
I went to my friend's house because here you can't access it here. in the Philippines, you have to use a VPN.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to use a VPN to go to Show Sports, and you pay $11 for their subscription and
yeah.
$84 for the fight. I had a friend who already did that. He already had a Show Sports subscription from before, and I just went to
Nice.
his house and I asked if I could watch.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's what I did.
Uh, all right, who else here? Achilles again. Thanks, man, for the comment. I think people are overrating Devin Haney.
What
Yeah,
overrated? Devin Haney.
yeah.
Well,
I think
from
this fight will tell us this fight with Loma.
yeah,
I think we'll kind of get a
I
better
don't see
idea.
him beating Lawman though. Like I think the biggest guy he fought was Kambosos, right?
Yeah,
And like Loma and these other guys, I think they're just at a different level. But we'll see how he does against Devin.
yeah,
Even if he loses, you can see from his performance how he would do against these other guys. So yeah,
yeah. And Cambosis was very lucky to win a close decision. I think personally, I had him winning that by like at least 2 or 3 rounds from what I remember.
Kambosos.
Um, Cambosis, yeah,
Yeah, I had Kambosos winning too. I think Teofimo was just especially what his corner was saying to him. They just wanted the big knockout punch throughout the entire fight, and I think that got to his head. And Kambosos just capitalized on it. I'd actually like to see them have a rematch. You know, if Teofimo takes it a bit smarter, I think Teofimo wins. But
yeah.
yeah,
Jojo Diaz was giving Haney hell, and Jojo
no
is out here losing to guest.
Philippines, Philippines, hey,
Did you watch
Philippines.
that fight?
I wasn't able to watch it, but I heard about it. I thought Mercito Jesta was gonna lose, but then when I heard him
Yeah.
winning, I was like, damn, Philippines, yeah.
Yeah, I
But
thought.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
looked
mean,
good in that.
definitely, if 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 Jojo was able to give Haney problems, these other guys definitely can. So we'll see after the fight with Loma,
Yeah,
how well he performs, and judging from that performance, I guess we could get a better estimate on how he could perform against these other top guys.
yeah, that's true. Tyrone, Ryan's full of shit talking about he was bored in there. That's why he pressed tank. Dude, you talked all that shit in tank raid, you weak ass. How can you fight 140 pounds if you got dropped at 136? Oh man. And then he said, Queen Ryan, Captain Ryan. Oh man. Kick a man while he's down. Oh dear.
Oh, you
I,
know, shit talking, good for selling the fight,
exactly.
builds drama. You know, at the end of the day, it was all just to build drama and get you guys to watch.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah.
Let's be
It,
honest. I think the vast majority thought Tank was going to win this by knockout. Obviously,
yeah.
it wasn't as like
Not the
show real as
TikTokers
everyone
though.
thought. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Uh,
Siasa. Missing yes a chance.
if you guys have any comments in the chat, put it in. I'll try. I'm sorry, I've lost where I am. I'll go from the. So many from you, Fitz, man.
It's
Not to mention Devin had to fight the fight at the time. Not many people wanted Haney. I guess that's the Jojo Diaz fight. Sorry, I'm back at Tyrone again. That's where I'm sorry. I lost this one. This is the reason Captain Ryan didn't continue because you knew Tank was about to seriously knock him out. Yeah, that's what Zico said. To stop.
I mean, yeah, he would have been stuck on his feet. Too hurt to move.
Yeah.
Really, he did the smarter thing. I do the same, to be honest. I've been hit by body shots. I don't even bother getting back up. I'm just there at the sleeping in the ring.
But it is power. The thing is, at the end of the day, like if you, unless you've experienced it, like,
Yeah.
and you have Zico as well. Like it takes the complete wind out of you. You can't.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't breathe after it.
you
Sometimes.
can stand up, but you can't do much. You're
Yeah.
just there. You're literally just standing up.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
you
That's
just
all
need
you
to,
can do.
he
Like,
technically he could have
fuck.
got up and just
He could
covered
have.
up,
I mean, he
but
did get up right after the 10 count. He
yeah,
immediately got up, but it's not like he could move and keep on fighting.
that's true. Okay. I keep losing myself in this chat. Sorry, my bad. Uh, if you guys have any questions, put them in, and I'll try to get Tyrone. Sorry, I just saw this. Where's all those Queen Ryan fans? You all talking all this crap before this. Well, I do like Ryan. I think he is quite an exciting fighter, but
Yeah.
I
Just needs to
didn't
keep
think he
him
was going
working.
to win this.
Yeah. Needs to work on a few more. He needs to work on a bunch of things.
Yeah. Achilles, as much as I hate to say, I think Josh Taylor
Oh,
is shot. So that's
I read it as hot. When I read it as hot, I was like, oh, he's hot. Okay. I mean, he is, I guess. Shot.
um,
His
yeah.
shot. What do you mean by his shot?
So it means like he's over, like he's done after that his
Oh, with
last fight.
Teofimo.
Oh,
Oh,
but so he fought what's his name? Oh, I was at the fight actually.
oh, damn. This
What
is
was
when you went to
his?
London.
No, this was
Oh, okay, okay.
this was in Scotland.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
oh, can't remember his name. That's so bad.
You didn't have a
Sorry,
good
this is going to annoy
performance.
me. God, who was it? Comment in the chat if you guys remember. Completely gone out of my head for some reason. Sorry, give me one sec.
Oh yeah, Josh Taylor is.
Jack Catterall. Sorry, that's it.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Yeah, and he got dropped in the fight as well. He looked weight
Ooh.
drained too. So against Teofimo Lopez, who's a big puncher,
You
but
think Teofimo?
he didn't look that good against Sander Martin.
But then
So
again, Sandor Martin is his style is so crafty, but it's pretty
but
boring.
so is Josh Taylor. He is quite crafty. Like I'm
Oh,
quite
okay.
biased, obviously, but I
He's Scottish, right?
yeah. So, but I
Okay.
could totally see Teofimo like knocking out Josh Taylor at the same time, just because the power he possesses.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, back to Tank and Ryan. If there's anything here,
I think we
have we answered that one? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Malik Isa, who presents more of a problem for Tank and why? Shakur or Haney? We kind of touched on this. I think we both think Shakur. Don't know about you, Zico.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but what
Shakur.
about Haney? Do you think he would cause any problems for Tank?
Haney. I think the moment Tank gets through Haney's jab, he'll start ripping the body. I mean, it'll be a closer fight
And
than
this one, yeah,
than
than
this
tonight
one,
anyway, yeah.
but I think the biggest problem for Tank, a bigger problem for Tank would be from Shakur because judging from the fights that I've seen from both of them, Haney tends to like they both usually just win by points, but when Shakur wins by points, he's landing these bigger punches, he's landing combinations. A lot of times with Haney, I just see him, he'll just he'll jab, and then clinch up, then jab again, then throw straight. I see more tools from Shakur than I do
Yeah.
from Haney, and I also think Shakur's defense is better. I think a lot of times Haney will result with clinching to defend himself. With Shakur, he'll block, he'll use his head movement. So yeah, I for me Shakur definitely the bigger problem. He lands more punches, has better defense, and I think even his movement is better. The way he moves around the ring. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you summed it up pretty perfectly there, Zico. I think yeah, Shakur would be more of a problem, let's be honest. And
Yeah.
I'd like to see the fight. I think
Yeah. Be a good fight.
Yeah, I think it would. And the other thing with Shakur, he does have a bit of dog in him, like Tank. I
Yeah,
feel he
yeah,
does. He's got this kind of,
yeah. I
you know,
mean,
when
his
it
fight with the Japanese guy, you know,
you're
he let
yeah
his hands go a bit,
yeah,
and it's still got pop.
uh,
His hands have pop.
and he has this kind of like nasty smile, doesn't he? Like
Oh yeah,
when he
yeah,
knows he's
yeah,
beating you up, he's like,
yeah, yeah,
I've got you.
yeah,
You can tell he enjoys it. So I think
yeah,
him and Tank would actually be quite good, a
yeah.
good one to see. Uh, Fernandez,
Garcia
Garcia KO's Lopez. I think I'd quite like to see that fight for Ryan.
versus
Garcia
Teofimo.
Teofimo Lopez. I think that would be a good fight.
I'd have Teofimo. I'd have Teofimo
Yeah,
winning that one. Yeah, I think
I think
Teofimo would knock
going off
out Ryan.
going off tonight. Yeah, I think I'd have to
Yeah,
favor Teofimo actually. I
yeah,
think just skill wise, and
yeah,
he's just more versatile, isn't he? And
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
yeah,
think
just
Ryan's
enough that.
best bet for his next big fight after a few tune-ups, I think Isaac Cruz would be his
Hmm.
best bet. You know, because he'll have Isaac a lot smaller, and have the range. Actually, Ryan is pretty much taller than everyone, so it
I
doesn't
know,
really matter
I know.
who
He's
he
like
fight.
5'10", isn't he? Yeah.
Oh my god.
uh, Team Verge, we think David's fighting Haney next.
Depending on who
David,
wins, I
uh,
mean, who win either Loma or Haney, whoever wins that fight, I think that'd be a good matchup.
mhm. Catterall. Thanks,
Catterall.
guys. I appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't see that. Um, all right, guys, we'll stay another like 10 minutes. If you've got any last questions, me and Zico will answer them before we head off. I might go back to sleep after this. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Respect for Ryan. He didn't duck this fight and went confident to the slaughterhouse. Yeah, you got. I think the fact he was calling out the fight for so long, and
Kept his word.
yeah,
And I want to
and
see more boxers have this kind of approach like Ryan, you know. I mean, even if Ryan lost, he at least gave us what boxing fans want. The boxing fans, we want big fights, and like right now we're at the point in boxing where everyone is afraid to fight each other to keep their padded record. I guess you could call it the Floyd Mayweather effect. So yeah, everyone wants to keep their own. So I really hope.
goddamn Floyd.
Damn it, Floyd! Why do you have to not ever lose? So you know, I want them to bring it back to how it was in like the Fabulous Four era, when everyone was just fighting, when all the top guys were fighting one another. The ones who are doing that right now is the
Yeah,
UFC. You know, it's
yeah,
always top guys. So, you know, Ryan didn't have the best performance, but respect to him for taking this fight,
yeah,
and hopefully it pushes others to do the same thing.
yeah.
But you know, also boxing politics gets in the way, so that's also
Uh-huh.
the issue.
Uh, who do you think Ryan's
Probably
most
a
likely to
tune-up.
fight next? In terms of who he's most likely to fight, um, I'm not too sure. I'm not. I'm really not. Let me just check who we got on the lightweight kind of ratings right now. Because obviously he's with the zone as well, so the
Yep.
promoter stuff. I don't know how that might affect things.
Yeah.
There's Cambosis,
Oh,
Peda, Isaac
Cepeda
Cruz.
also good.
Uh,
It'd be nice to see him fight Cambosis. I think he beats Cambosis, to be honest.
I'm kind of looking at the top 10 right now. There's Isaac Cruz. There's Yoshino, the guy that just fought Stevenson. Cepeda, who's 8. Ryan Garcia, 7. Frank Martin, 6.
Oh, Frank.
Lomachenko, Devin Haney, George Kambosis, Davis, and Stevenson. But I guess if he moves up to 140, I'm just thinking who could Ryan fight there? Who's in part? You know,
Josh Taylor.
Josh. Josh Taylor. If I'm talking like Comey. Uh, yeah, there's not like I can't really see a name. You know,
Yeah.
there's Regis Progray as well, but
I honestly think Ryan will have a tune-up fight in
yeah,
his
I
next
think
one.
it will be some
Just to
guy. You know,
that we never heard
people
of, you know.
probably or most people haven't heard
Yeah.
of, but you know, just looking
Yeah.
at 140, it's probably the way to go for him, maybe. But if he's struggling to make the weight, but I guess
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Um, Zaya, thoughts on David Morrell's performance? Well, Zico missed
uh,
it. That unfortunately, I woke up late because I'm in the UK. So yeah, it was a first round knockout, so it was pretty
yeah.
good. Like I think he's the bogeyman of the division. I think in the last stream we were talking about him, weren't we, Zico? And I was saying check him out. This guy's good.
Oh, that guy, the Cuban guy.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
and
Okay.
against Benavidez, I think he gives him serious problems. Honestly, I think he's got power as well. This is the other thing. Not saying Benavidez doesn't either, but he's like a slick Cuban fighter, southpaw. He's just a horrible matchup, personally. I
For
think for someone like
Benavides.
Benavidez, even like Canelo, I think
Oh,
he
really? Do you
gives.
think he
Yeah,
beats Canelo?
I I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go as far as that, but I think I think David Morrell, he's like 25, I believe 24, 25. He's young. He's got plenty of amateur experience.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of what I think about
It,
that, Isaiah.
someone else who'd be a problem is if Dimitri decided to go down to that weight.
Yeah,
That'd be a big problem too.
yeah,
That'd be nice to see. That'd be pretty dope. If he beats Canelo, he'll become undisputed.
yeah. That'd be cool. Team First, did you guys ever make a Ryan Garcia training routine? You guys should make a book or course unless you did already.
Ah, a book.
A
The
book.
next
Oh,
step, JV.
the
The
next
next
step.
step.
Oh, the
A
next
book.
step. Well, I think like Ryan Garcia, I believe he has like he's posted like his training stuff on his own YouTube channel. So
Oh yeah.
I never personally saw the point in making a video just because there was already so much,
Yeah.
information out
And
there on him.
TikTok.
But and TikTok, Instagram, all that.
You have to do the
But
dances. That's
yeah.
the training. You have to talk about the dances, how that enhances his speed.
Man, he needs some new moves after that tonight. Jeez. Fritz Spear again. Thanks for the comment, man. 154 guys are fighting each other. Yeah, there's some absolute killers in that division. In 154, I'll give you some names, Zico, just to refresh your. So we've got Charlo, we've got Castano, Tim Tszyu, Fundura, who obviously got knocked out by Brian
Oh, I saw
Mendoza.
that knockout.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Fundura,
that
man.
Fundura is at that weight.
I know.
He's
I
Anthony
love him,
Joshua's
man.
height.
But
He's
yeah,
Anthony Joshua's height.
he
It's
just
a
loves fighting
weird
on the
ass
inside
build.
too much. That's his issue. He just likes a war, and he's like a long guy, so use your reach. But
Oh, Tim Tszyu. I
makes it
also like
interesting.
Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, he looks good.
Tim Tszyu
I'd
looks
like to
really
see
good.
him and Charlo fight.
Oh,
That would be a good fight.
weren't they supposed to fight?
I
But
think
then
so.
something happened. Because I know Tim Tszyu, he had a fight recently.
Well, Tony Harrison, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was originally supposed to be with Charlo.
Yeah.
With Charlo, and then I think Charlo got injured. But yeah,
Injured or something.
I'd like to see Charlo fight Tim.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Who else? King Alexander, Tank will knock out Loma and Haney in the same
Let's
night.
Let's bet.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go as far as that. I think I can see.
I can see him knocking out Haney.
Yeah. Okay. I know we've kind of talked about Haney and Shakur.
Yeah.
But Haney or Loma, who gives Tank a more difficult fight?
I go for Loma.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I'd have
Loma.
to go Loma as well. I think the angles of Loma, and because
His
Tank's quite
when he
passive, I could see him
switches,
getting. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, the thing he does with his feet, the shuffle, you
yeah.
know,
Love it.
and Loma trains. His training is weird. You know, Tank can't
Uh,
prepare for a guy that trains like that. You got a guy
uh,
playing with blocks and doing mathematics. You know, how do you beat a guy like that?
Here,
Well,
Tiafimo did it, so
oh,
anything can happen.
it was a
Uh,
fluke. A fluke. But didn't Loma get injured in that fight? Right? His arm. Well,
his
that's what you said.
shoulder, yeah, his shoulder, yeah,
His shoulder.
yeah,
That's why he couldn't punch.
yeah. So
I did notice like as I was watching, I was watching the fight. It's like Loma's not throwing anything.
yeah, the
But
first
yeah,
six
but
rounds he didn't do anything.
yeah,
He was like I thought he was like nervous to like commit.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think
And
that was
then
part of it as well.
yeah,
But I think he thought, oh, I'll take him into the last six, and I'll take him out. But it never really worked out that way.
yeah.
He left it far too late. Davis KO's Cruz in the rematch. That would be. I'd like to see that maybe. If Davis can't get another fight with like one of the
Oh,
top guys, maybe a rematch with Cruz.
Isaac Cruz.
But
Eh,
we've seen it. Like we probably know the outcome.
eh.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
What do you think, Zico?
I'd rather see Cruz versus Garcia.
Uh,
I mean, Davis, I honestly like. I just want to see Davis fight Shakur or the winner of Hona Loma of Loma versus Haney. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Fernandez again.
The
Morel
Canelo.
Benavidez is a huge bet for
The
Canelo.
Canelo.
And Morel also is the only one that means trouble or even beats Benavidez. I agree. I think, honestly, this guy is the bogeyman. I think I don't think Canelo would take that fight personally.
Really?
I
I
think he
gotta
would
look more
take
at Morel.
Canelo would take the Benavidez fight over the Morel fight. Swear to God.
Do you think? Let's say. Do you think Morel could take on Bivol if Bivol went to middleweight?
Oh,
How do you think that would go? Because Bivol can make middleweight. I mean,
yeah.
he is very small. He has
No,
said he has. Oh
Beevil
really?
still win. Yeah, I think Beevil still wins that. I think
Oh okay
he's
okay
special.
Bivol.
Yeah, yeah, he beats
You know,
Morel, but Morel, yeah, I think Beevil's just too. It's just he's just too good at the moment. I
yeah,
think just it's just
jab straight,
he's just his jab straight. He's got good movement, and he's
in
just
out. So hard to deal with.
yeah, he's
The
just
in and out
impossible to
move.
get to really, and yeah, I'd be interested to see the rematch of Canelo. It's probably going to happen,
versus
isn't it?
versus
But
Bivol.
yeah,
I'd like to see the rematch in super middleweight in their weight class.
uh-huh.
So because Bivol wants belts.
Yeah.
He,
No,
he's
Canelo
been.
doesn't want to lose the belts. That's
I know, but it should be that way. I mean, in a way, you can say Bivol is technically the undisputed champion in super middle because he defeated Canelo. But yeah, like
that's true.
Bivol has been defending his belt for so long that he's yet to actually fight for another belt. So
I
it'd
know.
be really good if Bivol gets a chance to actually win some belts. Because if it's not
Yeah,
happening in light heavyweight, maybe it can happen in super middleweight.
yeah, that's true.
So I mean, I mean, honestly, if he beats Canelo and Beterbiev, he can be undisputed in two weight classes. It's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't think any male boxer has been undisputed in two weight classes. Has there been?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe so.
See,
No.
he can make
So
history, B-ball.
yeah, exactly. That's what Canelo was wanting to do. He wanted to do
Then,
undisputed.
uh,
Obviously, he did at super middleweight, and
yeah.
then he went up to like heavyweight, thinking Bivol was just going to be a walk in the park,
Boom.
grab his yeah, and then look what happened.
What, didn't he have talks of cruiserweight with that?
Yeah, with
With that.
Mukabu, yeah,
Oh, I think it's a bit too much now.
yeah, yeah. So I don't think that's going to happen now. Siggy Boy Haney and Shakur beat Tank.
I have Shakur beating Tank.
Yeah, I
Haney
have.
and
Yeah,
Tank. I have
I don't
Tank
know.
beating Haney.
I'm still like the power of Tank, and we're still to see
Mm,
Shakur's chin get tested.
that's
You
true.
know, and let's
Yeah.
Tank will hit Shakur at some point in that fight, and can he withstand the power? Maybe Shakur would, crumble like Ryan. You never know. Uh, when Haney looks for the clinch, it's the perfect for Loma's size to counter. I think the KO could be right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Loma, he loves to throw his left hand in the as soon as they clench, he tries
Yeah.
to get out and throws his left hand.
Oh yeah, he did that
And
with
Comey,
Comey.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
perfect,
he
perfect.
does it all the time though.
Yeah,
So I suspect he'll be looking to
yeah,
do that to
yeah.
Devin,
And
but
you can see like Loma has a better understanding of the clinch compared to other guys because of r- his wrestling training. Like I've seen him do wrestling. He's actually legit good at wrestling. And then when I
yeah,
see him in the clinch, it's not just he's trying to hug. He's trying to work his way in, double under, and then
yeah,
control the. He's doing like legit doing wrestling techniques. So yeah,
uh,
I mean, like Haney likes to clinch, but he's not gonna be able to pull it off as good
yeah.
with a guy like Loma.
And because he's shorter as well, it kind of helps him.
Yeah,
He's able to like. There's a video where I think it's a video of him. He explains how you like use your head. I think it was after the when he faced Rigondeaux um, a few years ago, and basically Rigondeaux looked to clench to stop Loma, and
yeah.
basically what Loma did was he used his head, where he basically like pushed his head against his chest,
Oh.
so and and then throw off pushing his head.
Ah.
It's quite a dangerous thing to do, but it also shows the ref that the other guy's trying to clench.
Yeah.
So the ref then starts telling off the opponent to stop clenching because it makes Loma look like he's being the active guy on the inside, actually trying to box. So
Ah.
it's so intelligent. It's
Yeah. The
and
Matrix.
yeah,
The
exactly.
Matrix.
And it's whether Haney can crack it or not. Um, I think Zico, we'll call it a day there if that's okay. I think I'm gonna head to my bed.
All right. No
Guys,
problem.
thanks, thanks so
You
much
woke up
for
very
joining in
early.
the chat. I guess just final words on the fight. Obviously, as we both me and Zico said, it was a bit
I think I'm.
anticlimax,
Yeah.
but um, at least we kind of know, you know, Tank's got the power and he can do that to anyone, I think. And with Ryan, yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to
Work
build
on.
himself back up and
Yes.
become a lot more versatile.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks' time, a few weeks' time, with this Devin Haney Loma fight, we can then get the super fight between Tank with one of them. That would be great
That'd
to
be
see,
great.
or a Shakur Stevenson or something like that. Have you got any final words, Zico, before we head off about the fight?
Yeah. Just goes to show you guys there are levels at boxing. You know, having a bigger name doesn't always mean you're better. As we saw from this fight, and as JB said, it was anticlimactic. And yeah, Ryan just he's gotta work on some things, and hopefully we can see Tank again in a big fight soon. If not with Haney or Loma, then maybe with Shakur. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And thanks for having me come here again, Jamie.
That's great as always.
I hope everyone in the comments liked my appearance here.
Oh, Zico, there one thing before we go. I'm wearing the Ipo
Oh
Ipo
shit,
gem. Yeah.
Tomogawa! Oh man, I'm actually going to Japan in like
Oh,
a
are
few
you
months.
nice? Good,
Yeah,
nice.
I want to see the gym. I'll picture it.
Oh yeah,
Do you
that's on my
watch it?
bucket list. Yeah, yeah. I've not
Uh,
finished it, but I've watched. Yeah,
uh, yeah,
I watched it like a couple of years ago and got like halfway
yeah,
through,
yeah.
and
Really
then
good.
I've just started watching it again. It's so good.
Yeah, Yeah,
I love
really
it.
good. I wish
Love it.
all boxing fights were like that in the anime. You
Yeah,
see
I know.
Tank go slow mo, and then the moment Ryan got out, he probably got a flashback of his family or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So good.
But
So
yeah.
good.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks so
So
much for joining. Hope you, well, some of you enjoyed the fight, maybe, but and well done to those that won some money as well. It's always a good
good
thing when
job,
that happens.
Prince. Good job,
Yeah,
Prince, for the
Prince
money.
Prince did it. Uh, the
Yeah.
$800. Nice one,
Nice.
man.
Nice one.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. As
All
always,
right.
I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again, Zico. Appreciate it.
All
And
right.
also
Same.
follow Zico at the Fight Diary. And yeah, search it on YouTube, TikTok. You guys will find it.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
great.
you. All
Thanks,
right.
Zico.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamie.
All right.
And it was good to be here.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Have a good one,
All
man.
right. Have a good one too.